Was Twisted Metal Season 1 great? Sure goddamn was. Was it perfect? No. Here are a couple things I had issues with or confusion about or questions about. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about Raven and the package. Now, can you write your way out of this? Yes. Is this even a corner to write your way out of? Perhaps not. But it's weird to me that she sends John Doe on this Mission Impossible to test him as a driver. It's a little weird she didn't... I guess they've sent others, so maybe it's not like she hasn't tested others, but he's the most recent, because they've said no one has returned, if I remember. It's weird she sends him. They have an audience within, to some degree with Calypso. They get the package. They risk their lives. They bring it back. And Raven opens it up, and here's spoiler, but it's ice cream. Ha ha, funny, whatever. Who cares? It didn't bother me. It wasn't relevant. What's weird about it, though, is that it's Calypso, and he gets the order wrong. It's like she's like, either she wanted pistachio or didn't. I don't remember, but it's like, what? You got the order? It's Calypso. And now you're going to risk everything, to go into this competition where he'll give you your heart's desire. But, and maybe it's like season 2, it'll explain it. It'll be Calypso going, oh, you asked exactly for this. Oh, fuck, way, yeah. And then that'll make Raven realize and the audience realize, hey, if you asked exactly for what you want, you're going to get fucked, right? So they can write their way out of it if it's even a thing to write their way out of. I just thought it was a little weird. It's a little weird. I didn't love the take of the preacher. I mean, he was fine. There was nothing problematic about him, but I think how they had established the holy men with the bells and the upside down people hanging from the crosses and all that shit, it's not that I wanted the show to go dark, but and they can do this with Grimm. They can do this with someone else in season 2 if they want to bring a little more darkness and threat to it. But Preacher was so perfect for that, and it looked like they were setting him up for that. And unless he gets some kind of upgrade augmentation that drives him literally insane, he just kind of seems like a funny throwaway character. He's capable. He kicked the shit out of John Doe and stuff. I'm not saying he's not a viable adversary, but conceptually, he just felt very goofy, and I think that was a little I would have liked to have seen, and again, maybe they were like, yeah, we could do Preacher Dark, but the Holy Men for season 1 were so important, and we didn't want to have another really dark character to take away from Sweet Tooth. I mean, I could see them kind of trying to balance it all out, but I didn't love that choice for that character, regardless. Jamie and Carl Roberts, I did not like. I like they were in the show. I didn't really understand. They were kind of like Stone's versions of Mike and Stu, which he kind of already had. Like they seemed really incapable and goofy, like with the neck braces. They never sort of explained that. I guess they got in an accident and suddenly they're wearing neck braces, and it's like the whole Mike Brady thing. Actually, no, he had a fake neck brace, but you know what I'm saying? Well, the neck brace was real, but the fake injury. But it's just, out of all the characters they had that they represented from all the games, these were the two that just felt a little sitcom-y. Like everything was kind of sitcom-y, but it still felt grounded. These guys didn't fit. I didn't like them. I loved, but I didn't understand ultimately. Again, I get it. When Quiet rotates the car around, roadkill around, and rams and plays chicken with Outlaw or Agent Stone, and her and John Doe clearly have, modded the car, so they say now, and they pull these levers, and the hood comes forward and slides down and makes a ramp. And that causes Outlaw, the car, to kind of hit the ramp at an odd angle and flip and roll, and that's pretty much the end of Stone with his car. Then they kill him in different ways. And even if you, and again, it's a minor thing, but it was weird, because even if you watch the footage when the car flips, Outlaw flips, you see Roadkill just kind of come to a little stop in the distance. But then the next time we see Roadkill, the hood is off, Anthony Mackie is knocked out, Quiet is knocked out, and you're like, what happened? Did it go wrong? It looks like they were building to this moment of like, we set the trap, let's get them now. And it worked. And then why did they get knocked out? I know why they were knocked out for the value of what came after, which was that final confrontation with Stone, and it looked like Quiet was fucked again and all that. But it just, it's minor. Whatever. If somebody was looking at the script and going, well, we don't have the money in the budget to explain it, I would still go do it because the ending was satisfying enough that it was worth the weird kind of seeming inconsistency. The final thing is Quiet. I liked Quiet a lot. I liked her as a character a lot. I liked the actress a lot. There was nothing about her I have an issue with. I'm a fan. I didn't understand why pretty much every character in that game, in that show, was from the games. And then the second most important character, at least in sort of the plot, is just this random new character. Like, unless I'm having a brain fart, maybe in Twisted Metal Small Brawl, there was a character called Quiet. I don't really understand why that was there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt the show, harm the show, change a goddamn thing about how I feel about the show. Just one of those things I was thinking about. It's like, man, they did fan service up and down the goddamn freeway, but when it came to this character, it was a totally brand new thing. And I'm sure if I thought about it and listened to the writers, I would go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Having someone Quiet makes sense to give John Doe the ability to kind of just yabber on for a while and build his character, which is sort of hides behind his mouth like Spider-Man does. But you'd think they could have pulled that from the lore or from the character descriptions. I don't know. It's just weird. But overall, these are minor annoyances to a show that I adored. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Again, thank you as always for being a member. I sure do appreciate the support and generosity and the time you have taken to spend with me and help build this little show together. Thank you, fellas and fleddies, and I'll see you soon.